Hello and welcome to the new channel, Pouring Thoughts, where I pour my thoughts regarding religion, science, or anything that is interesting for me. For the first video, I'm going to talk about our religion and where are the evidences of our great wars, such as Mahabharat and Ramayana. We have such detailed stories, but there is hardly any evidences of those stories. And due to lack of evidences, these stories are not considered real history but mythologies. But sadly, due to too much faith in our culture and our religion, we will jump to conclusions at the first sight of something that remotely connects with the myth. We have concluded that the last ice age, also known as the Younger Dryas, as being the last pralaya event, which happened 12,000 years ago, and the events of Ramayana and Mahabharat happened 7,000 and 5,000 years ago, respectively. Since we consider Ice Age, also known as Younger Dryas, as being the event of Pralaya, which is an actual event which happened in real event in history to be Pralaya, then the Egyptian civilization, which happened around the same time as Mahabharata, has so much abundance of evidences of that civilization, whereas there are hardly any evidences of Mahabharat, which happened around the same time as Egyptian civilization. People have made connections between the Egyptian civilization and Ramayana, events of Ramayana being the same event, by connecting the names of Lord Ram and the King Ramses of Egypt. But there are too many holes in that plot. It seems too far-fetched, and you have to combine the stories of Ramses 1, 2 and 3 in order to get some connections with the story of Ram, which seems really far-fetched. It is very difficult to set a timeline on stories like Mahabharata and Ramayana, because these are stories which were told to the kings by storytellers, and they were changed based on what the king may like or what is good to hear. So the storytellers modified it based on the king's interest. These type of stories, such as stories of Vikings, which are also written in songs, they are changed based on the listener's interests. This timeline is the timeline for Mahabharata and Ramayana is set considering the last ice age that happened 12,000 years ago, as being the pralaya. But what if the event that happened 12,000 years ago, the last ice age, was not actually pralaya? According to the historians, human beings only started doing agriculture after the last ice age. Before the last ice age, the human beings, or Homo sapiens, were simply hunter-gatherers. And during that time, human beings could not build or create a civilization with their level of intellect, the level of intellect of hunter and gatherers. But this is also put into question after the discovery of structures such as Gobleki Tepi in Turkey, which is a very interesting archaeological site, because it contradicts everything that the humans have considered history till now. I will put the name in description. You can research it by yourself, or maybe I will create another video sometime later regarding the structure of Gobleki Tepi. So some scientists believe that human beings were civilized before the time of the ice age, and all the all the structures or civilization they built were uh, covered by the ice age. But finding of structures such as Gobleki Tepi will prove that there were some a little more advanced civilization than just hunter-gatherers before the time of ice age. Uh, it is proven that human beings existed a long time before, just 12,000 years ago. The fossils of human being remains found in Africa dates back to 2 million to 6 million years. Another interesting part in Ramayana is the existence of Banara, which literally translates to monkeys. Existence of Banara. Ram defeated Ravan with the help of Banaras. And in the current timeline that is given to Ramayana, that is 7,000 years ago, there were no such primitive creatures in existence with human beings. The only time human beings existed with a primitive creatures which slightly match the description of Banaras in Ramayana is 40,000 years ago. 40,000 years ago, human beings lived together with human beings, or Homo sapiens lived together with Homo Neanderthals. They kind of resembled the description of Banaras given in Ramayana, but that is 40,000 years ago. So, I don't think the timeline currently given to Ramayana and Mahabharat exactly matches the actual timeline. So there's that. And please comment if you like this video, or should I create more videos like this or not. And please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.